Hi there, welcome back. Today, I want to talk about selling. This is my 2024 sales pep talk. A title for this video might be Stop Being Stupid About Sales. Probably will be. Now, selling is the easiest difficult thing you can do, or the most difficult, easy thing you can do. And I know that makes no sense, but neither does how most people approach sales. So let me explain. People normally hire me because they're not happy with the status quo in their career or their business. They're looking for a big change. And normally there's money attached to that change. And that makes perfect sense. So the problem, mission, path, or whatever is pretty clear. And there are only a few variables that we have to play with in any business. Number one, there's you. That might be you, your company, your business, but essentially you as the entity that's selling. And number two is what you sell. Number three is who you're selling it to. Each of these variables needs to be optimized. And then we need to optimize the connections between these variables. The better we do this, the more we'll sell. Trust me, this is not complicated, but most people do find it very uncomfortable, and we'll come to that. So number one is you, or your brand, or how people think about you. Do you carry natural authority in your industry? Are you visibly trusted by others? If I superficially scan your online world, am I meeting a leader? If I am, then you're an easy person to say yes to. If not, I'll find someone else. Don't present as just one among many. Be the one among many. Confidence is attractive, so be yourself. Learn to be yourself. Be comfortable being yourself. Number two is what you sell. If you describe what you sell in the same terms as competitors, then I'm bored. And I'm not going to pay attention because I've seen it all before. And frankly, I've already made up my mind. I want to know that your product is going to deliver the transformation I want. You're going to need to make me dream again. Specificity in sales equates to courage. Have the courage to be specific about the transformation you offer, and you will have my attention all day long. Number three is who you're selling to. Fear drives generality in sales. If you can find the courage to sell a single specific thing for a single specific person, you'll find it much easier to sell. Trying to sell without a specific target is like an archer trying to hit a coconut blindfolded. So that's all pretty obvious, but I'm not done. Without the interface between each of these items, nothing is going to happen. We need to become the sales agent. Sales don't happen by themselves. We need to make them happen. In explaining this, I'm not going to lie. I could make the rest of this really complicated, and most people do, but it's actually painfully simple. Before I go on, I want to clarify something. You can sell without nailing or continuously refining the items that I just mentioned, and lots of people do, but boy, do they have to work for the sales. If you really hone those three items, then what follows will be much, much easier. So now, for the magic ingredient. So the magic ingredient is conversations. Now I know that looks really vague, and I'll fix that. But I say this because I want you to reflect on the fact that pretty much every lead generation technique, every referral strategy, every webinar, presentation should be designed with a single goal in mind. Every single sales strategy is designed to trigger the self-talk of the prospect. We want people to start thinking about us, our products, and the promises they hold in some new ways. A lot of people make a lot of money tempting you into the next big sales strategy. But here's the truth. If you put some time and effort into refining the three things we spoke about earlier, and I mean really refining it, every sales strategy will work. What matters most is not the tactic you use for generating conversations, but simply that you do pick a tactic and you execute on it, and you consistently improve on your ability to execute on it. The most common mistake I see in sales is that people spend way more time thinking about which sales tactics to use than they do actually getting good at one of them. All sales tactics work. Webinars work, free communities work, lead generation works, interviews, podcasting works, live streams work. They all work. Yes, TikTok even works. And yet, most people don't sell as much as they wish they did. And if they spent a little bit of time refining these 3 items and focusing on 1 or 2 sales tactics, everything would work better. I'm not going to lie, I have simplified things here, but the truth is, selling is simple. Get super clear about who you are. Get super clear about what you sell, and get super clear about who that's for, and everything will get easier. So I hope that's helped. That's your little sales pep talk. Get really clear about who you are. Get really clear about who you're for. Get really, really clear about why that matters, and everything else will be easy.